On Donald Trump's legal troubles, with special counsel Jack Smith calling on the Supreme Court to reject Trump's claims of immunity as the former president tries some last-ditch legal maneuvers to delay his Manhattan trial on election interference. Aaron Katersky is at the courthouse in downtown Manhattan. Good morning, Aaron.
And George, good morning to you. We're less than a week before former President Trump's supposed to stand trial here in New York, and an appeals court here has already rejected one of his attempts to delay and is expected to take up another one a bit later today. Trump's attorneys would like to stop everything and move the case out of Manhattan. They say there are too many potential jurors around here who've been exposed to pretrial negative publicity. Prosecutors say Trump should have nothing to complain about, though, since much of the publicity is his own doing. He talks and posts about the case so much. To weed out bias, potential jurors will fill out a 7-page questionnaire that asks whether they've attended a Trump rally, have strong opinions about a former president being charged with a crime, and there are feelings about how Trump is being treated. And today, Trump is going to ask again to delay the case and relax a gag order the judge imposed that stops him from attacking the judge's family, prosecutors, and witnesses. George, as you know, Trump would like to push all of his criminal trials, all 4 past the November election. So far, the one here in New York is the only one set to go on trial next week.
And Aaron, what can you tell us about the special counsel's filing to the Supreme Court?
Special counsel Jack Smith says there's nothing in American history, the Constitution, or even policy debate to suggest that a former president cannot be held criminally accountable, that no president has ever been prosecuted before is not because he's immune. Jack Smith says it reflects the unprecedented nature of Trump's alleged conduct. George.
Okay, thanks. It's been our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams. We're seeing all these last-minute maneuvers to delay the Manhattan trial. Any chance of success?
Very, very small. At this point, it seems pretty clear that this case is moving to trial. These issues have been litigated, they've been addressed, and I think that the chance that this isn't going to begin on Monday is very small.
So then Monday, the courthouse opens. What are you looking for?
Well, the first thing I'm looking for is jury selection, right? You heard Aaron there talking about the sorts of questions the jurors are going to be answered. But it's not just the big picture ones, like have you been to a Trump rally? It's what media do you watch? Where do you get your information? There are going to be little subtle questions that are going to be able to tell these lawyers a lot about these prospective jurors. And that's going to be the most critical thing in this case. We can sit here and we will talk about all the legal issues, all the factual questions, but the most important question is going to be who is on that jury. And that'll be number one. Then number two are going to be, at the trial, legal and factual. From a legal perspective, are they going to be able to demonstrate that this falsification of business records was an effort to conceal another crime? In effect here, the election crimes that the prosecutors say were also committed, even though they weren't charged. And secondly, factually, is the former president going to continue to deny that he had any relationship with Stormy Daniels? I think he's going to. I think his position is still, it didn't happen.
You assume he has to take the stand?
No, he doesn't have to take the stand at all. I'd be surprised if he takes the stand. I know that his team is talking about him potentially taking the stand. I would be very surprised if he does take the stand, but then again, this isn't a classic legal case, right? You have to view this case through the legal and political prism, and as a result, the typical rules that apply may not apply here.
Dan Abrams, thanks very much.